Hello, it's Famous and Shameless, and welcome back to the Look at Disturbing Films I've had on my list that I've compiled from other lists. And today we are looking at Persona. Now, Persona follows the story of Elizabeth, who's recovering from some sort of mental breakdown where she refuses to talk, and her nurse. As the story continues, it takes quite a profound look at guilt and the power dynamics within that relationship and how it can change and the meaning of love. There's a whole lot going into it. Unfortunately, I have one massive problem with this film, and that comes in the form of, in the beginning of the film, before you even meet Elizabeth, there's this montage of quite striking, stereotypical horror image. So you've got spiders and graphic imagery, which ultimately leads to you, if you've never seen it before, watching the movie expecting some sort of tie-in with this. You're primed to expect a stereotypical horror experience, and it just never happens. So you watch this film waiting for the other shoe to drop, and it doesn't. There's a little bit at the end where it kind of wraps back round into the montage, but it never really connects with anything going on in the movie. I kind of feel watching this just so light to. And unfortunately, the movie itself it's kind of boring. There's not a lot that really happens in it. Although I would say, if you are planning to watch it, some of the conversations between the two can get a little uncomfortably adult. But like take it in comparison with Un Chien Andalou. Whereas Un Chien Andalou has this feeling of whimsy and fun, even though it's so surreal and could mean anything you want it to mean. There's none of that here. I mean, it's objectively, it's a good film. It's well acted. The shots are interesting. It's just, in and of itself, it feels like a betrayal to watch it, because you've already seen this build up of horror. You're primed and expecting this horror, and it just never happens. And for that reason, I don't think I can fully recommend this one to anybody. I mean, don't get me wrong, if you enjoyed something like Requiem for a Dream, this could be an interesting look at. But for me, I just hated watching this film in the expectation that something was going to happen, and it just never even went close to that direction. The only other thing I want to point out with this movie is the copy I've got, in the subtitles, there was a rather amusing misspelling. Analyzing. I'm pretty sure you meant analyzing, but I'm not sure what analyzing is. I'm not sure I want to know what analyzing is, but it amused me. And that is my highlight of the movie, which shows you how much I think it kind of sucked. So, moving forwards, and in conclusion, objectively a good film, intensely boring, kind of feel lighty. That's it. That's all I have to say about this movie. So, I guess we'll be moving on, getting towards the time period where some more famous ones start coming in. So, Come back to that, it'll be fun. But as for Persona, I am done with it. I'm moving on. So, see you next time. Sleep tight.